guys, my name is Manish, and today I'm going to talk about why you are hungry. So, first, let's begin with my story. It was in the COVID lockdown, the second wave had just arrived, and now there were some stores were open. So, I would not I, but my parents would go and buy some snacks like Maggie and biscuits and all that, and I would eat it daily. First, the morning, I will eat biscuit and some tea. Then, first breakfast. I would eat like around 500 to 600 grams of rice. Then, before lunch, my lunch is I will have my lunch at around 12 and 1. But I would always eat a small meal like the rice only, like at before 12 o'clock, and then the lunch will come. I will eat again 500 to 600 grams of rice. Then, after like an hour after eating that big meal, I would start feeling hungry. Then, I don't know what to do. So, I go and search for some food. If there is some biscuit, I just ate two packets. Not right now, then. I would just eat two packets of 10 rupees, that Mari something is there. Mari Gold or Mari Light. Yes, Mari Light. I would eat that. And like for the 10 rupees, you will get like around this much big, I think. And it is like a lot of calories. Then, if my hunger is not satiated, I would go and make myself some Maggie and eat that. That was my daily routine in that time. So, from that period, if you can relate to what I am saying, then these steps or these tactics will help you a lot. So, first, we need to understand the basics of why you are hungry. So, first, let's say understand the role of insulin. This will be some rich in some biology and all that. So, if you don't understand it, I'll simplify later. So first is insulin. Insulin is like the hormone that grabs your sugar in the blood, a glucose in your blood, and either puts it into your muscles, liver, or either fat. So here's how it works. Let's suppose we have this chart, and from here you eat a meal. I don't know what is this, but you eat a meal. Then the blood sugar will rise. After some point, like an hour or two, your blood sugar will peak out, and then your pancreas will release this hormone. This will make your like glucose either get transferred to your muscles or your fat or liver. So when this insulin is produced, your blood glucose will drop, and you see this drop. This is what causes hunger, because your brain believes that you are not getting enough food and the blood sugar is gone down and you might pass out. So your body will like automatically tell you to eat something. That's the hunger, but it's not the original hunger. Original hunger is another thing, like when you're starving. That is not this type of hunger. This is another type of hunger which is caused by glucose drop, and this is caused the drop is caused by this insulin. If you understand this, then it will be easier. The next two hormones are not that difficult to understand. Leptin is like when you eat, the feeling of satiety will come from leptin. Like your fat cells will produce leptin. So when you eat something, the leptin will increase and you will feel satiated. Then another hormone is ghrelin. Ghrelin is your hunger hormone. It will periodically rise and drop with along with the time you eat regularly. So like when I eat, I would eat my food at around 12 o'clock or 12:30. So my I would always be hungry at around that time due to this ghrelin hormone. If you have understood this, it's okay. So now let's analyze these foods and how they can like pose a problem in these systems. So first, what are the things that you're eating that will make you hungry? So the first one is sugar. Like I said, sugar will influence your insulin. How? Once you eat sugar, your blood glucose will rise, and then your insulin hormone will be produced, and there will be a drop. But while eating sugar, if you eat it regularly for months or years, what happens is that your body will become like resistant to this insulin. So let's suppose an example. This is not accurate, but let's suppose in the first year you would need 100 units. I don't know the measurements, but I will take it as units for now. 100 units would be required for you, for your blood sugar to drop down to normal levels, that is below 100 or something. And then the next year, that is the second year, when you eat it continuously daily for years on end, you would require around 110 units for the same level of trough. Then again the next year you would require more insulin, and then after some years, after few years, what you will become is an insulin resistant person, and if you continue that, then you will become a diabetic. Insulin resistance is pre-diabetes, where you would need large amount of insulin. That will cause hunger because a large amount of insulin results in a greater trough, and then your body will go crazy and would want some quick sugary foods. So this is a cycle. You eat sugar, you get hungry, you eat sugar again. This cycle continues, and that is why it makes you fat and hungry. Then the next one is junk food. So junk food is like the combination of both sugar and oils. And it is nutritionally deficient. So here's what junk food is. You take normal food, you remove all the things that would make it go bad, or that would make it go bad. So let's suppose we'll take an example of meat. So meat will go bad if you keep it around for a week or two. But if you process it, that is like the in the America, I don't know of what is that, but paprika and all that something is there. That is like low quality, and it is loaded with preservatives. So here the fiber is removed. We'll move on to that in the later sections, but it is fiber is really important. So in the junk food, when the fiber is removed, the bacteria cannot digest it or attack it or do anything to it. But when you remove fiber, you have to add other things, because like any not fiber per se, but it does not have fiber. And you like there is some garbage going around saying low fat and reduced fat and all that. So if you take some like if you take out fats from anything, it will become really like garbage. It will taste like cardboard. So they need to make it more palatable. So what they will do is add sugar, and we already know that sugar will cause greater hunger and you will eat more. Then the junk food here is a mixture of these, so you will get one to combo, so you will be knocked out forever if you don't stop eating these junk food. Then next will come to vegetable oils. So this, in my opinion, is really bad. It is really worse than sugar, because it does not cause all this, but it will always like increase this one and increase your hunger. So I forgot another point. Sugar will increase your insulin, and insulin will block your leptin. That is, insulin will not tell your brain that it is full. So if leptin is blocked, your brain will think that it's starving, so you need to eat more. And insulin also increases ghrelin. That is, you will feel more hungry. One, you will not feel satisfied with what you eat, and another one, you will eat more. So this is what makes you fat and hungry. Next is vegetable oil. Vegetable oil will also act like the same way, but it will enhance everything that is really bad. Like it will increase insulin resistance, it will make you hungry and ghrelin. And another thing is, as it is nutritionally deficient, like it does not have much nutrients because they will process it. I will make another video on how vegetable oils harm and what are their how are they produced and what is their harmful effects. So they are nutritionally deficient, which means that even if you eat large quantities of vegetable oils or junk food, by the way, your body will think that it's still starving because it does not get nutrients. And for those who are into fitness, your body does not only care about calories; it cares about nutrition. That is why the calories are required. But these two, they are so deficient in nutrients that your body will make you do anything in order to gain more nutrients. So you eat again these two because they are high in calories, which will make your brain go crazy over it, and they are low in nutrients, which will again make you want to eat more, and you will eat this thing only. So this is how some foods that you are eating causes you to be more hungry. Then, so we have understood the problem. It is the problem with insulin, leptin, and ghrelin. So then, let's understand what you can do to minimize this hunger. If you are in a cut, or if you are like a really obese person, if you implement these things, you will most definitely lose weight. First is cut off all this shit. One is sugar, and if for example, if you're like really you eat twice junk food a day, then if you just cut out these junk foods, you will significantly minimize the sugars and the vegetable oil because junk food are low quality and they are made of cheap materials, that is sugar and vegetable oils. So if you just don't eat this junk food, you will already minimize the intake of sugar and vegetable oils. So then next one is do not eat sugar. It's a no-brainer. If you eat sugar, all of this will happen. I've already explained it. And then this is a topic that is really controversial. I will make another video. Vegetable oils, the doctors will tell you that it is really good for you, but in fact, it is the worst thing that you can ingest. The vegetable oils, I will make another video. I was saying that for like anyway. Vegetable oils, you should cut it out, and instead, what you can use, that is fats. What are the other fats? That is ghee, butter, coconut oil. These are the three things an Indian would find most accessible. So you can eat these three things, that is ghee, coconut oil, or butter. So that let's move on to how you can minimize the hunger. So first, you need to cut all of this out, and then the next one is you need to eat more protein. As some of the fitness people would know, if you eat more protein, you will be more satisfied because it has some I don't I don't quite know what it does, but it will make you feel satisfied. Then the next one is fats. So these fats are really important. Again, not these vegetable oil fats. They are another type of fats. I'm talking about saturated fats that comes from ghee, coconut oil, and butter. If you eat more fat, like here's the thing, how it helps you feel more satisfied. If you eat more fat, your leptin will go up. Another thing is, like let's say this is another graph. If you eat carbohydrates, your blood glucose will go really high. If you eat protein, on the other hand, your blood glucose will not go that high. But this is really fascinating. If you eat fats, that is saturated fats, your blood glucose will not raise at all. That is the amazing thing about fats. It does not raise your blood glucose, so it does not increase your insulin, which will not make you more hungry. So if you eat more fats and protein in every meal, for example, let's take an Indian meal, rice and dal. Dal is like, in my opinion, not that good source of a protein, but it is still a protein. So you can eat dal, and in addition to that, instead of using vegetable oils to cook dal, you can use ghee. And while eating it, you can also add ghee to it. So another example, let's take another example, chapati and my favorite paneer. Paneer is full of saturated fats and it is really good for you, and it is also filled with protein. So if I eat chapati and paneer, I will feel really satisfied throughout the day. Even if I eat only single meal, I will not like feel hungry until I eat until like evening or at night. So paneer is the best option for you to minimize your hunger. I know it is a lot of calories, but don't think of your body as like only calories in versus calories out. Your body is much more than that, and it needs so much more nutrients. Another thing is fiber. This is also like I implemented it quite recently. So let's see how this fiber works. Fiber, like it acts as a net, like a fish net, and it will wrap around any carbohydrates or anything, and it will make it less accessible to your small intestine. So if it is less accessible, then what does that mean is it will not increase your glucose level. I mean, not accessible, but it will slow down. It will slow down the release of glucose, so it will not get that high of a spike, and even if you get that, it will not be for like a short amount and then it will drop. It will be for a constant time. So if you're a vegetarian, this is the best type of nutrient that you need to eat in order to lose weight really quickly. Like for example, eat vegetables and fruits before, not after, before your meal. So you will not gain that much of an like glucose spike. Think that's it. Yeah, that's it for this video. And if you find it enjoyable or helpful, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you.